G'day, Michael Hackett. I'm the one of the directors of Ultimate Campers. You're
a funny one. I've got to put my glasses on because.
G'day, I'm Michael Hackett. G'day, I'm Michael from Ultimate Campers. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my role in the business and how it came to be. How's that? G'day. G'day, Michael Hackett. I'm one of the directors of Ultimate Campers. My role here is mostly focused on managing the direction and future goals of Ultimate Off-Road Campers, looking after our team, making sure they're all performing at their best, and their best is pretty darn good. Perhaps a little bit of history. Wendy and I loved travelling around this country. We had a Land Cruiser Troopy, and we'd custom built a workshop camper trailer in the early days. We cruised around Australia for about 12 months on that, absolutely loved it. We had to stop and start earning money again. So while we were doing that, we were approached by people saying how fantastic our workshop stroke camper trailer was. Could we build one for them? We got to build a few custom camper trailers for other people over the years before starting up Ultimate, and we felt that we were in need of a different career perhaps, or a different business from what we're currently in. And so we started to look at what we could do, and one of the things that we're looking at very closely was designing and building off-road camper trailers, and that's the history part of it. Of course, now all of Australia that's in the off-road realm that knows anything about camper trailers knows about Ultimates. Why build Ultimates? Why build camper trailers? One successful man many years ago, a mentor, said to me, Michael, do what you love and do it really well, and money will come of its own. Well, Wendy and I have been doing what we love for a long time, and we've built up a fantastic business, and we've got an awesome team, and we get to go camping a lot, but not nearly as much as we'd like. And so I guess that guy was right in many ways. When you start a business from scratch, as Wendy and I have done, you tend to have to do everything, and certainly Wendy's strength has been more in the financial, administrative side of things. Thank goodness, because that's certainly not my strength. And mine has been more on the design and the building and the manufacturing side of things, plus a pretty large element, I guess, of showmanship and sales and marketing, and they are certainly the things that I love to do, and so I get to be able to do those things most days. Another reason that we were actually looking for a good new business to start, my business in the boat building was taking me away from home and my new young family too much. I would be away for a week or two at a time, and I wanted to see my girls growing up, and Wendy and my young daughters could come to work to see me for lunch. I rarely saw them in the mornings, but I always made a point of sitting down with them at dinner time, even if it meant going back to work afterwards. And in the early days, it was, as anyone in businesses knows, you've got to commit yourself 110%. I was doing maybe 80, 100-hour weeks, and Sundays were days of rest, and you put in 8 hours on Sundays, and the rest of the time with the family, which for me was just fantastic. But as the family grew and the business developed, and we found that the family were more and more involved, we had to start going away again to do shows, to show the people of Australia in the regional and city areas what it was that we had created with the Ultimate Off-Road Camper. We were pretty lucky here too, because when we went away to do the shows, it was Wendy, myself, 1 or 2 camper trailers, and more often than not, the girls would come along too. These days, step forward 20 years, and our girls have grown up. They work not as at part-time so much in the business, but they're a full-time part of the business, key parts of the business, with Meg in finance and accounting, and with Emily in marketing, media, and videographer, as well, as you can see a lot these days.